It's been a little while since we did some rhythm sound design, so
let's get it! Squad! Let's get it!
what is going on, rocket powered sound designers? Welcome to the best channel on YouTube for Serum tutorials. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to make this fire rhythm sound that's super simple and super clean, and this is what it sounds like. So yeah, pretty cool sound here. Sounds like something maybe Ulasal would use, or definitely someone in his kind of own niche of rhythm. It's pretty unique in that sense. So what do you say we go ahead and get started? By the way, you're watching this tutorial and I'm sure most of you are already subscribed, but if you're that small percentage of people that aren't already subscribed to the channel, you're missing out on daily Serum tutorials since you're not subscribed. So if you click that subscribe button, then boom, you get access to free Serum tutorials for the rest of your life every single day. Who wants to miss out on that? So to get ourselves started, we're going to begin with a square waveform as the host for some frequency modulation. And here, guys, this is going to make a little oath to you. Now, I know I've been using basic shapes for quite a bit now, especially when I'm using FM, and the reasoning for that is you can create some really crazy combinations, especially because they're all so awesome in harmonics when we're running FM. So I know it can get a little repetitive. That's why this is going to be one of my last tutorials where I'm going to be running frequency modulation between basic shapes like this, because it's getting old and we need some new sound design techniques. I'm moving with the times. We're going to be ahead of everyone else. Everyone else is still stuck on basic shapes, so we're going to be way ahead of the crowd. So anyways, let's go ahead and turn on some frequency modulation from oscillator B. So we're going to have to turn on oscillator B if we want to run some FM. And we're actually going to be leaving oscillator B at this default sawtooth waveform that is inverted and flipped. Okay, not too shabby, or it's at a 50% phase. So let's go. We're going to actually leave the FM at just around here. Okay, but now, if you guys remember back to the demo that I played, it sounds pretty interesting. It's like blue. It sounds like that. I know it sounds silly, but this is what we did here. I went ahead and I grabbed LFO 1 and I dropped it straight onto octave of oscillator A. Oh, do you guys hear? Very faintly you can start to hear that. And I just created a shape like this. Put it on 1/2. Let's adjust this, turn it down a little bit. And you know what? That should do the trick. I think that's gonna sound pretty damn good, right? Okay, now it's time to modulate some stuff. First things first, we're gonna be modulating the level, because right now that sounds like complete, utter garbage. So drop the level of oscillator A down to 0. And this is going to create our nice little rhythm shape. Oh, that's right. We have oscillator B's level all the way up. We want to just drop that down to 0 because all the sound's going to be outputted through oscillator A, since it is the host running from the signal, which is B. Okay, now we're talking. We can always go back and adjust the octave and some other things as well, but this sound is yours, so you guys can really do whatever you want to it. Now, filter, we're going to go into the miscellaneous section and we're going to grab a band reject filter. Now, the band reject, one of my favorite filters. It's pretty awesome. The width, just it's crazy, man. So just playing around. This tone right here sounds good, so we're gonna modulate that. Let's turn up the resonance so we have a little bit more power on the filter. And the width, we can modulate that a little bit, maybe give it a little bit more movement. Oops. And you know what? That should do the job. Okay, let's go ahead and move straight into the effects section. First effect on the list is going to be a filter. So go ahead and drag our filter all the way up, and we're going to be rocking combs. Now, combs. One of my favorite filters. Probably like, alright Shane, why is that? It sounds like complete garbage. Well, hey man, let's not jump to conclusions here. Let's turn up the resonance. Turn it off, turn it on. As you can hear, we're starting to add a little bit of a metallic-y delay to the sound. It sounds great, but you can hardly hear it. So what's our solution? We're going to turn on our multi-band compressor and bring out the frequencies here. Now let's turn it off, turn it on. Now you can hear the tone that this is actually doing, and it's fantastic. So I'm going to turn down the low band because we don't really, this is a higher sound. This is almost, I hate to say it, but it's a lead. Let's go ahead and turn on our reverb. So the reason that we put the reverb after the multi-band compressor is because the multi-band compressor, or an OTT compressor, will notice any frequencies or amplitudes that are missing out and they aren't too prominent, and then it's going to go ahead and boost the amplitude of that and make them sound a lot louder. So if I were to turn the reverb before that, it's not how reverb is supposed to work. It's just not the way it's supposed to sound. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on our hyper and dimension expander. Pretty simple stuff here. Now finally guys, this is one of my favorite parts that really makes the sound. It's these delay, and in the demo this is what the short delay sounded like. That sound. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the rate to 1/8. So the delay, what I ended up doing was I put the BPM on link and I turned off BPM sync. Wait, why did I say BPM? I turned the delay on link. That way we can only move one of these and it's gonna move the other with it. Let's turn it up to 98. And that's just about the right tone that I'm looking for. Now I only had it playing for this LFO. So what I did was I created something like this. Just like that. So altogether, that's how you make the sound. I think it's a pretty cool sound. So, like I said guys, if you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, what the hell are you doing? You're missing out on Serum tutorials. And who wants to miss out on that? I mean, we got the most fire Serum tutorials cooking up a storm here on YouTube. Man, I don't even know. But without further ado, my name is Shane from Rocket Parrot Sound, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next Serum tutorial.